Hello and welcome to Pod and Long. I'm your host Ryan. It's good to have you with us. I'm here once again with Mr. Mike.
Football is dumb. This was a very dumb week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have many nice things to say about pretty much the entire league at this point.
It's going to
Go
be
Sox.
an angry show. We're also here with Mr. Megastar Mark.
All right, so the game of the day, the game of the episode, okay, retro game that I love. Man, there's nothing better than getting your friends together, sitting on the couch and playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Anyone remember that game?
Yes.
Fantastic game.
Yes.
Fantastic game. Great couch co-op game.
I love
Use
that.
your squirt gun. There's like 100 levels of that one.
I didn't have friends growing up, so no, sorry.
You can play with your kids now.
That's true. Yeah, break that out.
My daughter's too competitive.
They'll end up eating you, right?
She'll hurt me again.
I can't remember if there was friendly fire in that game, but she would kill you if there was.
Yes, trash talk will happen. Drew is on assignment. He's not here tonight, so
it's back to his old house to track down murderers, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
He did provide me with an incredibly, as only Drew could, an incredibly detailed email with all of his takes. I'm not kidding. It's like 2,000 words. Crap that occurred to me over the football weekend. I don't think I can do this justice. There's so much good stuff.
Awesome.
Drew's the kind of guy who I think he missed his stride because I think he would have had an unbelievably great live journal or web blog.
Sure.
Like
Absolutely.
25 years ago.
You can go get Bloody Good Music. His thoughts are always there, right? So you can go there. Here's the first line. Newton, Einstein, and every other physicist that ever so much as theorized about inertia can kiss my ass.
Yes. Our Mets.
Inertia did not work. And you know what? I went and listened to the Mets, the final call of the Mets, and was it Gary, their announcer?
Yep.
Whatever he said, it was basically like a miserable season comes to a fitting end.
Yep.
Something of that nature.
What a disappointment.
Oh my gosh.
When Drew and I went to go see a game this year, and when we went there, they were at like the height of the Mets season, and it was like a month and a half in. And then downhill from there. Oh, wow.
His next bullet point. We've come to the part of the year where we need to start thinking about what teams actually are, and not what we think they are. Well, we've got 4 games under our belts now. We should know these teams.
Yep.
A little better.
I think things are crystallizing.
Let's see if they crystallize a little bit. Let's start off the show the proper way.
In 2023, 4 friends were sentenced to watch bad football for crimes they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped, arguing over text message to the YouTube underground. Today, still growing their audience, they survive with silly voices and running gags. If you have an hour to kill, if you have nothing better to do, and if you can find them, maybe you can listen to the A Block.
Ah, yes, it's the A Block. We have a couple of news items. First news item is Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
he gone. That was ugly. Tyreek Hill's leg went backwards, and he's lost for the season.
Those hardest hit everyone in Tyreek Hill's life.
Yeah. Fuck them? I don't know.
Hide your kids. Tyreek's ex-wives.
There are very few people that I would celebrate an injury for in the NFL, and I truly mean that. Like, Deshaun Watson's one of them. Tyreek's the other. Like, he is such a horrible person, despite him being a 2-time entrant into football FUBAR. Like, what a shitbag he is. So, what was he clapping for, by the way? Do we even figure that one out after he got, like, his career
did not
ended?
understand.
He no longer has to play for Tua anymore.
Yeah. He actually, you know what? Somebody's floated he might have, like, an injury settlement. Like, that might be in his contract. So, he's like,
maybe.
I don't have to work. So.
I mean, it was ugly. Usually when you see a leg backwards like that, you're like, oh, this guy's cannot feel good. He was laughing and clapping and having a grand old time being carted around.
There must have been shock involved, right? I don't know how shock works. I've never been in shock.
Yeah, maybe he was in shock. Yeah, maybe something was going on, fight or flight. Right. I don't know. But I've never seen a guy with a leg go backwards be like, hey, all right, clap for me.
Yep.
But Tyreek is gone. That means the Dolphins season was already a mess, but it's not going to get any better.
It wasn't going anywhere anyway, like you were saying. So it's Jalen Waddle might finally get a chance to shine without
he caught some passes late.
The cloud of this negative force constantly on the sidelines berating him.
Maybe it's like a Ewing theory, like he's gone now, so we're good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. The other wide receiver news is Malik Neighbors is gone because of that Giants field that they refuse to change.
Yeah.
So their star players continue to get injured. They get these generational wide receivers and then ruin them with their field, like Odell Beckham Jr., who never really got back to.
Plaxico Burress, another one.
Well, in fairness, Plaxico ruined himself by shooting himself in the leg.
That's true, and I think he played most of his career at the old. Although he played some at the new one. He did
play some in the new one, but
he also played in Pittsburgh.
That is true. And let's complete the trifecta of wide receiver drama. AJ Brown is not happy that he's on an undefeated Eagles team.
Yeah, what's going on?
And wants out by using Bible quotes to say that he wants to leave.
What was weird is like somebody was just like, they asked like the coaches or the players or something after the game, like, is he upset? And they're like, no, he's fine. And then he like responded on Twitter, it's like, I'm upset. It's like, this is definitely about the Eagles. This isn't about something else. So weird.
How soon do the Patriots call to try to get him reunited with Mike Vrabel?
That's very strange.
Very, very.
They're going to ask for a first rounder. You don't give up. I don't think the Patriots are smart. I mean, I think the Patriots are smart, but giving up a first rounder for AJ Brown, I don't know. I don't see that.
We'll see. All right, time for categories, but first we got merch. There's the QR code. You can get it. It's right over there by Mark's head. QR code for merch. Here's what the merch looks like. McConkey. The Weasel. And, of course, our logo. I've got a couple others in the hopper.
Oh, okay.
I've got to get some. I gotta get another free trial of a graphic design website, and then we'll put those up. But I've been sent a football FUBAR graphic.
Oh shit! Wow.
So I got some work to do on that, and also we need the Mets inertia shirt that needs to happen.
Yes, that's great.
We need to do that. So
we'll work on those. Met inertia.
Met inertia. Should it be Met inertia or just inertia?
I think it should just be like the blue and orange, and then like the word inertia written in the Mets script. I think
that's what I was thinking.
I will buy one.
Yep, I would too.
Inertia.
We also need Juggalo JJ.
We do need a Juggalo JJ. That will be a tricky design, though. I feel like
I feel like you take Hatchet Man and maybe make it a Vikings logo or something.
Yeah, I'll work on that too.
You take the Vikings logo and give him ICP makeup.
Yes. Put the Viking in ICP makeup. All right, it's time for the categories. First category is Cowboys and Packers country. Let's tie.
Oh, God.
I was so angry when I watched this game because it was an entertaining game. I was into it. I had to get up at 6 the next day, and I'm like, well, I'm in it for the long haul now. We're going to overtime. All right. And then we just play for a tie.
Isn't it just like Jerry to sap the life out of something fun? Like this is of course it's got to be a tie. His team has to be involved in a tie.
Oh my God, I hate ties in the NFL. I hate them.
Absolutely, get rid of them. Also, this is at this point, if both teams get the ball in overtime, shouldn't overtime be 15 minutes? What's with this 10-minute bullshit?
Why is it so short?
Right, make it 15 minutes.
Why does the NFL do this stuff and then not do the right thing? Like the kickoff last year, they screwed up the kickoff last year. Nobody returned kicks, and then this year they make the little tweak, which we already knew they should do, and now kickoffs are it's a huge deal about kickoffs. You should have just done it last time.
They get stuck in this.
Yes,
the way things always were. I always bring up the practice squad. That's the one thing. For the longest time, people were like, "Hey, can we get more people other than 6 on the practice squad?" And the NFL's like, "No, we've always had 6." Right. And then COVID happened, and they moved it to like 16. And then that gave the players more opportunities to make money, gave more jobs out there, made it a lot more competitive and good for the teams to pull guys from the practice squad who they can work with. And they're like, we should have always done this. I'm like, yeah, you fucking should have.
The IR, remember that? Like, if you're on the IR, you're out for the year because that's how we've always done it. And it's like, well, what if the guy comes back in week 11?
Yeah. And then they're like, all right, you can have one exemption. All right, make that 2. All right, whatever. Just
Never
now
mind.
now you can do whatever. Right.
You can do whatever you want.
Right.
It's so stupid.
It is.
We stick
Let's
to our
find
guns on things, but
Let's find a way to make the product even shittier.
Right. Exactly. Nobody
like
wanted any of that.
remember, like you couldn't dance to any touchdown. Like let's make it less fun. Like,
Remember the time that Joe Buck had a national meltdown over
Yes.
Randy Moss pretending to pull down
yeah,
his pants?
the moon.
Pretending, mind you.
That is a disgusting act.
Right. I'm Joe Buck. Right.
Joe, your dad never loved you. We get it.
Oh, poor Joe.
Not
All
nearly
right.
as disgusting as that hairpiece on top of his head.
Oh boy. All right, the tie. The Packers. We thought they were going to smoke the Cowboys. The Cowboys had a lot of fight, and a lot of punch in this game. Defensively, it was still shaky, but they still were flying around trying to do stuff.
They're feisty.
Dak can throw the ball, and the Packers don't have an offensive line.
Yeah, the Packers.
The
I'm telling you, like I'm a
Offensive line
I
was
told you
struggling.
they lost 3 starting linemen last week.
Yeah.
They're going to struggle until that line can get healthier. They find a way to gel it, and Jordan Love is running for his life.
Yep. And that defense, though, which had shown up the first couple of weeks, that
Didn't
was
really-
pathetic.
Yeah, they didn't really have it. I let George Pickens
Look,
go.
the Cowboys have weapons on offense.
Yeah.
When the Cowboys' offense is playing well, they're going to put points up. Their defense is their glaring flaw. And if the defense doesn't have to worry about interior linemen, like they're going to have a better day. And even still, they gave up 40.
Yeah, and then we tied.
That I hate.
I hate ties.
Mhm.
I've hated them forever. I hate ties. Why do we just not do the college football rules?
All right, new rule. If you tie, it's a loss. You both get a loss.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
Great.
No wins.
I love that.
You
Actually,
get a loss.
you both lose. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a hockey rule. Like,
Right.
no, you don't earn a full win for that.
Right.
I don't know what else.
We solve it by each team taking their fattest player and having them enter into a hot dog or Pop-Tart eating contest at midfield.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Why not?
Oh,
if
man,
it
the
still
Bucks-
remains tied,
Yeah. The Bucks
Send
have
your
that
best
fat guy
eaters.
on their practice squad. Does he
Yeah,
You
count?
go to the
Definitely.
next. You go to the next fattest guy,
Oh shit.
and you just work your way down.
Damn.
great. Somebody
There's-
signs Joey Chestnut to be the backup kicker.
There's gonna be some
Just in
random
case.
player, some random kicker who puts away like 40, and it's gonna be the weirdest thing ever.
Sebastian Janikowski is
Yeah,
that
oh,
man.
yeah.
He could pull that off.
Mhm.
Only if they allow him to smoke on the field.
Even if they don't, he'll still smoke on the field, so it'll be perfect.
Yeah, why not? All right. I don't know what else there is to say about that game. It was highly entertaining, exciting, and
Great.
then it was awful.
So
at the end.
much fun, and then it just ended with a wet fart.
It was like
ugh.
12:35 or something when it
Ugh.
ended. Like, Jesus.
But I was into it. I was totally.
I was
and
into it
then-
too.
Nope, no more fun.
Bummer. Okay. Are they bad? The Ravens get absolutely smoked by the Chiefs. Smoked. Ran out of the building.
Do you guys remember when I said there was a team this season that is just ripe for a regression? And I said it was
Yeah.
going to be the Lions.
Yeah.
It might be the Ravens.
Yeah,
Might be the Ravens.
but
We-
look at the
they
teams
are-
played.
This is what they are. If we're going to follow Drew's rule of the night, the Ravens are bad.
Until they
played-
prove otherwise.
They played the Bills, they played the Lions, they played the Chiefs.
That's a
And
tough schedule.
That's a
but
tough schedule. Let me see. I need more on them before I
That's-
can.
that defense has never been less effective. Everybody's hurt.
Yeah, everybody's hurt, and when they were playing, they weren't that great. That was the
Yeah.
scary thing. Like these are all
Right.
stars, and they all were playing well below what they normally play. We have got to talk about Lamar Jackson here.
Yeah, I was going to say. Let's talk
This-
about the
What did you guys
injury.
think? What did you
I
guys
thought
think?
I thought he was pulled. The impression I got was he was pulled like we're kneeling this one down. We're not winning. Get out so you don't get hurt. We're putting in Cooper Rush. Now that was in the third quarter. So it was a little odd because they were still technically in the game. But and then he threw his helmet and then appeared to look very distressed on the sideline. Like, I'm not hurt. I'm angry. And now we find out he has a hamstring injury. So my opinion is maybe he has a slight hamstring pull, but I think they got him out of there to preserve his season and knew they were losing and didn't care. But what do you guys think?
So I think he pulled him. Sounds bad. I think he pulled himself.
Really?
I think, yeah, I like Lamar a lot. I really do. I think he's one of my
Yeah.
favorite players to watch. I think he cares a lot about his stats and a lot about his performances, and knowing if he was going to get stuck in there in a game that was out of hand at that point, I think it would have negatively impacted his statistics. And I think he basically said, I'm done.
He
And
took himself out.
I think he took himself, because the dead giveaway for me was he went to the sidelines. Okay, so all right, if Mahomes has a pulled hamstring, he gets to the sideline, say a legit pulled hamstring. How many training staff is around that man
Right.
at that point?
Yes.
There
You're right.
was not a soul around Lamar, not a single training, not a coach, not anybody around him. So what's interesting is if he does legitimately have a hamstring injury, he's not gonna play this week, right?
He's playing. No, he's playing this week.
That's to me, that's a dead giveaway. He pulled himself out of the game.
He's playing this week. I'm pretty sure.
If he legitimately hurt himself, he would have to at least be out for a week. A hamstring sucks. Like it's almost every player,
especially like a mobile quarterback, he would probably be out.
So if he plays this week, to me, that's just like Lamar didn't want to stick it out, and that's a bad sign. You know, like we always joke around that was kind of the downfall of Cam Newton, like in that Super Bowl when he suddenly decided to like not go for that fumble. It kind of ruined his image a little bit, what other players thought of him, and they kind of treated him and played him differently. I hope that's not the case. I hope Lamar really is hurt.
Cam Newton, as a guy who watched every Cam Newton game, he really was never the same after that Super Bowl.
Wasn't.
I mean, he had some decent moments, but not a lot.
Bad to say, but if Lamar, I almost hope that he is hurt, because that is an excuse. Right. That's fine if he actually, even if it was like a little twinge, totally fine. Get that. And there's no way to prove this one way or the other than maybe him not playing. If he doesn't play this week, I'll give some credence to, okay, well, he probably hurt himself.
What about the throwing of the helmet, though? Like, he came off and then heard some information and then wung his helmet. Is that just performance art?
I don't know.
He might have just been mad. Like, that's entirely possible. He was mad that they were losing.
Yep.
And he still also wanted to not play anymore.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Mike?
Look, I think Lamar is starting to feel some frustration, because I think for the first time really in his career, they're not good.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you're so accustomed to winning and you're accustomed to it coming in a certain way. And then right now, if I can imagine the wheels are coming off in that locker room, because I don't know who's the leader of that group. Because Lamar is like your quarterback is usually your leader, but he's still pretty young. And I don't know if...
Yeah, I don't know what his leadership is. He seems like a kind of a quiet guy.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong about that. You never know for sure. But at least in the media, he's sort of quiet. He doesn't really talk a lot. He doesn't even talk a lot of shit, really, either. Like when he does well, he just kind of floats back to the sideline usually.
That's kind of why I like him, though. He's very like even keel.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to do it again. So what I don't really need to do that much.
Well, and the question becomes: is Harbaugh sort of becoming a little bit on the hot seat if this season goes south? Are they starting to? He's been there a long time. Are they starting to tune him out?
I think the glaring issue for them is they can't beat the Chiefs and they can't beat the Bills. Like that's a problem. Right. I mean, Lamar's record against Allen and Mahomes is abysmal. And it's the same coach who's been with him at one point. I think Mike might be right. Like you might say, well, we need to get somebody else in here because what we got isn't working.
It's interesting the way they use him in those games, though. Most other games, he's very in control, and then when in those games he's getting sacked, like something doesn't compute with him when he starts getting sacked. Like I don't know if it's one of those things where he's getting hit and he doesn't like to be hit. I mean, nobody likes to be hit. I actually
thought he got concussed early in that game. He hit the ground when one of those sacks, and his head bounced right off the. I'm kind of surprised it didn't go through any concussion protocol. Maybe
that was it. Maybe he had a concussion and he was acting kind of funny or something. Who knows?
Yeah. We got to talk also too about the Ravens not running the ball, like just giving up and just decide. Derrick Henry had 4 rushing attempts at the end of the first quarter. Are you kidding me? Like,
I don't understand why when they get in trouble, they don't run him still.
Yeah.
They do this all the time. They did it against the Bills. We talked about it last year in the playoff game. They get in trouble and they do not give him the ball. Like, I would continue to feed Derrick Henry, even if he's not. That's kind of his style. He'll get shut down for a few runs, and then eventually he's going to wear the people down.
Oh, yeah.
Why is also, like, NFL wide, no one running no huddle hurry up offenses ever?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what? You're down by 3 scores. Never huddle. Just run a no huddle. What are we doing?
And the Ravens are a team that could definitely do that. And Lamar's, with it enough to be able to call his own plays at the line.
Keep them on the field so Derrick Henry wears them down. Like, what is going on with, like, and you hear commentators bring it up. Like, I heard Mark Sanchez say in one of the games, why are they not running a hurry up here? Mm-hmm. So they're being called out for it, but something is very, very wrong with the Ravens.
Yeah.
And it's on offense, too. It's not just defense.
No. And we got to give some credit to the Chiefs. Chiefs bounced back in a big way.
They look good, and Worthy was helpful. Let's just say that. A very fast person who's helpful. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Chiefs are probably pissed that Tyreek got hurt. Because when there were rumors they were going to go after him.
Yeah, they definitely wanted him.
Not now.
All right.
Our team's still a dumpster fire. It's been burning now for years. The winner's circle's been salted by the fan base's tears. We fired the corpse of Frank Reich for a coach who wrote a book about sex. That we'd find ourselves fucked now. I guess it all makes sense. Carolina, Bryce can't even dunk with a trampoline. Carolina, why is there no fanhood vaccine?
I would get it. The Panthers get destroyed by the New England Patriots. The game began with a nice scripted drive down the field, threw a touchdown pass, missed an extra point.
You should have known.
And then at that moment, it's all downhill. I did not expect basically 42 unanswered points after that. Yeah. 42 we can't cover a kick or a punt.
Vrabel's always going to run up the score. That's what he's known for. So that's not a surprise that they went that.
Andy Dalton showed up in the end and threw that garbage time touchdown pass to the third string tight end. I just want to go back to the beginning of the season when I said, and you were talking about, maybe Mark's Panthers. I said, there's just not enough depth. If several people get hurt, they're going to be in trouble. 3 of the offensive linemen are injured.
Yeah.
Xavier Legette isn't good, and now he's injured. I also said there's no reliable threat on third down that you can throw the ball to other than the new guy who we don't know if he's good or not. I think he is good.
I think he's very good.
I think he's good, but you need more than one dude. You can't run an 11-person offense with one dude.
Or at least a running game too scary.
And the trade of Adam Thielen is a mistake. It was a mistake. I know you're getting a 4th-round pick, but like if you're trying to win now, you need that guy who can catch the ball on third down. You need that player, and they don't have it. Hunter Renfrow is not that guy. And all the other schlubs are not those guys. So, and it was ugly. And it's ugly. It sucks to get crushed by a shitty team. I don't think the Patriots are that good. I think they're much more well-coached. They have more talent than they used to. But they're not. They shouldn't be beating us by. They maybe beat us, but not 42-6. Come on.
I think the Patriots are pretty good.
I think they're a lot better. They're very improved. Obviously, they deserve the win. Mm-hmm. Kick the shit out of us. But, I mean, come on. At this point, it's 3 years of Bryce Young. We shouldn't be getting destroyed like this. Come on.
Well, Bryce, I think
the time is ticking.
We might have seen what he is. I don't know. It's hard to, I look at
you're
Kyler
coming
Murray.
off a 30-0 win over the Falcons at home, and then you do this. So I don't understand. I almost for just data. Mm-hmm. Just leave them in there for the rest of the year. Just see what happens. Just throw them into the fire, and then
one way at the end of that, you'll be able to say it is what it is. It's not going to work.
Definitive now, yeah, it's not going to work. He can't be a starter.
I mean, I think when I look at Kyler Murray, I know what he is at this point. I know what Trevor Lawrence is at this point. Right? I think Bryce Young is getting close to that, where it might just be, all right, we know what he is.
Yeah, I mean the thing about those guys is Kyler has elite speed, and Bryce doesn't have. He has a characteristic you can lean on, and even though he's not good, he can still do those crazy run around plays and like make a third down. Like Bryce doesn't have that. He doesn't have the arm strength like Trevor Lawrence has. Like he doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. So he's a nice guy. He seems like a great guy. Just not a number 1 overall pick. And next week they'll probably win, and I'll be back on board.
Win, loss,
Because the season is so dumb, as you said.
They're going to win just enough to not get a great draft pick.
be in that muddled middle.
Like last year, they were pick 9.
Jeff Fisher.
And we're lucky we got, or whatever they were, pick 8, 9, whatever. And they got Tet, so I guess that was good. Although, like after watching Ibuka play, it's like, could they have traded back and picked him instead of the Bucks? And like,
you have no idea.
I know there's a lot to, but
yeah,
like
and you've
that
got a very
dude's
good receiver.
Yeah,
I think Ted is going to be very good.
I do think he's good. I don't want to say he's not good, but and it's early and his quarterback stinks. I mean, it's not good. All right, moving on. Go Bills. The Bills go to 4-0. They crush the Saints in the end. Struggled for a while to crush the Bills. It took Josh Allen. He had to put his cape on, and he did. He did do that in the end, and they won.
A lot of playing. The Bills play down to the level of competition very frequently, and they tend to play with their food, is what I describe it as sometimes. Where they like to on these games, they like to break out players from the practice squad or young players who they normally don't get playing time and just throw them in there. Like, we'll see what happens because it's the Saints or the Dolphins or something like that. And they like to just experiment, but it almost backfired. It was kind of I'm not a fan when they do that. McDermott's done that for years, and it's always been very annoying. But they won, and they got out of there mostly healthy, although they lost their punter who got fucking creamed. That was painful to watch. But
didn't he have to stretch out to make the hold at one point?
He came back in only to hold because he couldn't lift his leg, but he can hold still.
Still had to hold, yeah.
Put him on IR today. The Bills actually signed the Niners ex-punter, the Wisnowski.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but a win is a win.
A win is a win. And Josh Allen's run. Oh my god, that juke.
When he turns it on, it's hilarious.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful. Maybe I should just switch to the Bills.
How did he end up at?
I know.
What, North Dakota?
Wyoming.
It's
actually worse.
Yeah, I know. How did he end up at Wyoming?
I don't know.
How was Wyoming is the one that took a shot on him?
As we've discussed several times, ourselves included, we are not good at evaluating NFL talent.
Yeah, I always bring up Dante Culpepper went to UCF. And he born and raised in Florida. How did nobody see the 6'5" guy with a cannon?
I think when you're a tall quarterback, you get pigeonholed, and didn't that happen to Culpepper? They wanted him to play tight end or something.
Yeah, they
instead.
wanted him to play another position, right?
But he didn't want to do it, and that forced him to go there.
Josh Allen had to write letters to all the colleges, and the only one who offered him a scholarship was Wyoming.
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. This game offered us one other thing. The dumbest plays of the year. We've got an entry, gentlemen. We've got one.
Shaheed back to Olave, throwing to Rattler, picked off. Cole Bishop on the return and knocked out of bounds. They tried a Philly special.
What's going on? He is right here, 24. Now watch him. He sees it, and look at him. He drives on it right away. I don't know if you saw.
Man.
What do you call that? It's not a Philly special. What would you call that play?
Dumb.
A Cleveland steamer.
But it's not Cleveland. A Louisiana lumper.
The only thing worse than Spencer Rattler throwing the ball is someone throwing the ball to Spencer Rattler.
To make this worse, he got picked off by a Mormon. Come on.
That's not. You don't want that. You don't want that.
No. Golly gee willikers, this is exciting.
Bills fan affectionately call him Wonder Bread. So
okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
After the game, I'm going to get a milkshake.
He's the one that's just fast, right? He has no other capabilities, right? He's the one that's he's fast.
He can cover more ground than DeMar Hamlin, which makes him a starter. So that's all.
He's faster than DeMar Hamlin, so he plays.
Yes. Right. Right.
Oh boy! All right,
He's
moving
dying
on.
one less time on the field. So good job.
This category is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull because the Colts lost to the Rams on an epic meltdown. Because guess what? We got another dumbest play.
3rd and 4. Jones down the sideline, 1-on-1. Oh, what a catch! Adonai Mitchell down the sideline, turning on the speed, and a little stiff arm ushering into the end zone for a Colts touchdown. But did he lose the ball going out of the end zone before he crossed the goal line?
Ball? I think it may have come out early.
He sticks it out and it slips out of his hand. Unbelievable.
Earlier on the field as the ball was loose prior to crossing the goal line.
That's right. The ball was loose prior to crossing the line. Adonai Mitchell.
Now you see, you want to hold on to the ball here. It's the big brown thing. It kind of looks like one of my turkeys, but you got to hold on to the ball here.
We got two dumbest plays in the same week.
That's right, John. You need to hold on to that ball, otherwise they're going to lose points.
Oh, Summerall, we miss you.
I miss
Pat.
Pat Summerall.
I miss Pat.
That was dumb as fuck.
And then he, on top of that, Adonai Mitchell, again, it's not a funny highlight, but there's a run to the left for a touchdown to take the lead, and he's called for holding, and it comes back, and then they don't score.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a new football terrorist?
It was terrorism.
Guys, just wait till football.
Oh.
Ah!
We got some backstory on this man. So.
All right, moving on. Category is stupid. The Steelers can't give the game away to the Vikings. They tried. God damn it, they tried. God damn it, they tried. They were punting on 4th and short when they should have went for it. They were doing some stupid Mike Tomlin clock management, making no sense at all. I guess he just wasn't worried about Carson Wentz.
Could you imagine if the Steelers lost this game after that punt?
Dear God.
Tomlin would have left him. I mean, it was just, that's insane.
Ryan, go to Drew's email in the 4-paragraph discussion about how Mike Tomlin was never going to get fired.
Another off season of the Steelers are doomed. Mike Tomlin has lost his fastball. Here they are at 3-1. It's an ugly 3-1, but it's 3-1. And look around at the division. Who beats them for it right now? Baltimore is a mess. Cincy is in shambles, and the Browns are forever the Browns. He's not wrong about any of those facts.
No. Why?
The end of the game was rough. Everything else is fine.
Give this to Poochie? Unless they're going to Icarus him, like he's going to fly too high and his wings are going to melt this season. That's
he's going to get
hope.
That could be
decimated in the wild round. I don't care who they play; they're going to get rolled.
He hasn't thrown a pass that's like traveled more than 20 air yards yet, has he?
Exactly. No, he has not. This the Vikings, my God, like this is Carson Wentz is just as bad as I remember him.
He's so bad. He looks the part. He looks like a professional quarterback when he's out there. And even he was struggling. And I guess there was a report like their clock management was real weird as well. And there was a report from the on-field reporter that said the play clock was just turned off. So when Carson Wentz was, because there were several delay of games by the Vikings, which made me infuriated. Like, I hate when it's 4th and 1 and you get a delay of game. Like, that's a fireable offense. Like, but I guess the play clock was like blacked out for a bunch of those.
Okay. You have
because
played
the game
football since you were in junior high, though. Like, it doesn't change the time.
The game was in Ireland, and so they're not used to play clocks. I guess I don't know.
Yes, but they have a metric play clock over there. That's
right.
They usually have extra time that the umpire or whatever the ref has on his little stopwatch in his pocket. You don't even know what's going on.
Right.
But this game was real stupid. But the Steelers walk away 3-1, and Carson Wentz is bad.
He's horrible. This whole Vikings team is just facing a bleak future.
Remember the time Carson Wentz went 14-2 and then Nick Foles stole his soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ruined him.
Man, Carson Wentz, like the first 3 years of his career, I thought he was going to be a great guy. I thought he was going to be a great quarterback. And then,
oh yeah, we thought that was a no-brainer.
Like the more experience he got, the worse he got.
I think he just doesn't like football. We talked about this before. Like he doesn't care, right? In the way Josh Allen really cares, Carson Wentz doesn't really care. I don't think.
I mean, paycheck's a paycheck, I guess. Like he still
Keep
got
them
all
checks.
that millions. So yeah,
keep getting them checks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Steelers are that good. I don't think I agree with Drew on that.
I don't think they're that good, but they also are.
They're 3-1.
Drew is right. They should coast through this division.
They'll make the playoffs and they might win the
Oh,
division,
yeah.
but I don't think there's anything else to it. All right, the most boring team. This is the next category. The most boring team of all time faced the most exciting team of the year. The boring team being the Eagles. They're the most boring undefeated team of all time. They stink for 3.5 quarters, and then they do a couple things and win. And the Bucks are like a chicken with its head cut off that's on fire rolling downhill. Pure chaos.
Yeah.
And this game was boring and then ended up being fun because it's the Bucks. And the Bucks can only get good when they're in jeopardy. They only start getting good when their team's in jeopardy, and that's what happened here. Ibuka's good. The tush push defense of fat guy lay down did not happen because they pitched those little tricky fuckers. AJ Brown's mad that his team's undefeated and he doesn't catch enough passes. I still think the Bucks are good.
I do too. I absolutely do. Yeah,
Bucks are going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting that the Well, we'll get to the Falcons, but like I almost hope that those two are playing the last week. I think that'd be fun because I think it might come down to the last week. So
yeah, right. Yeah, the Eagles are still pretty hard to beat.
Yep.
They're still hard to beat. They still have a really good defense. They still can run the ball, and they have the cheat code play. They've got the cheat code, and there's a lot of discussion about like them moving the ball early and like doing tricky, weird shit to try to sneak the ball forward before they actually sneak, stuff like that. There's a lot of controversy around that play. And until that cheat code goes away, they're going to be good because they don't have to worry about fourth downs.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you load the box, they can do what they did in that game and just pitch it right out, and you're not ready for it. So,
but it's fine.
We'll just keep that in. It's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy, he's not here, unfortunately, but it was ugly.
Had a pop the champagne cold since Bo popped his head, but at least we beat the A's in giving Oakland the slip. The glitz and glamour of Vegas.
They played the. It's a double.
Caleb's dad might still be kind of sad because he doesn't know if Ben can save Caleb's ass. To quarterback the Bears is like sporting wool underwear. When things get hard, it's gonna rub you the wrong way.
Boy, oh boy. So the category is Gino needs to be put down. I don't know.
This is a lot of shitting This is a lot of shit in the kitchen now.
He is shit in the kitchen for several weeks. He had 3 picks in this game. 3.
Might have to go live on a farm.
He wasted Ashton Janty's breakout game.
I know.
Ashton Janty was awesome in this game 1 week after we said he stinks and maybe they shouldn't have picked him. But he was amazing in this game, and Gino ruined it. It's Gino's fault. He had 3 picks. Max Crosby was a man possessed in this game. He single-handedly was wrecking the Bears offense. Tipping balls up in the air, intercepting them. And then the Raiders still have a chance to win the game. They somehow, through all of this, still have a chance to win. And when Carlson ran out, I go, he's not making this. There's no way he's making this. And then it was blocked. So he didn't even have a chance to really make it. Bears win.
Horrible. He wrote it once again. Great game last week. Looked terrible. Completely lost in this game.
He doesn't ever improve. Like he's got all the tools you would want. He can run. He has a big arm. He's a big guy. He can move in the pocket. Like I don't understand why he cannot be effective. I don't get it.
one step forward and then one step back and then one. He's always in the same spot.
And then we're talking about the Raiders. Last week, Drew said the Raiders secondary is the worst in the NFL, and he should be able to carve them up. I mean, they've got Max Crosby. Just cheat everybody to the right. I don't know what to tell you.
The Raiders did look, especially the defense, did look kind of possessed. They were definitely
going for it.
Wanted this one. It was just the offense just was rough.
It was pretty much all on Gino. Now, we don't have Drew here, so we can't do a Love Island, but he did write, I think it's finally happened. I think I have to walk away from the Raiders. I still love them, but I can't root for them anymore. I can't watch Gino continue to poop on the floor. They need to fix their deep-seated issues. Maybe check into rehab. If you love something, set it free.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Drew. I feel so bad for you. Poor Drew. He's not even here to talk about it.
He'll find somebody new.
We're going to work on it. We obviously we're not going to do Love Island this week because he's not here, but we're going to get somebody for him. And it's got to be better than the Falcons. Don't pick the Falcons, Drew. Like, mostly I hate the Falcons. Don't pick them.
Picking the Falcons would be just...
That's a tragedy. Don't do that.
It's literally dating like your ex-girlfriend's sister. It's the same basic premise. No good will come of it.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Go with the Saints. Go and get on the ground floor for this.
Yeah, he said he can't pick a worse team, but maybe you need to just get into like a gutted, get in the gutted team.
Because then no one will ever accuse you of bandwagon jumping.
Sure. Right.
Saints are fun. They have a history. They got cool color. You went from, the Steelers have great uniforms. I think the Saints have great uniforms.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to go to an NFL game as a fan, you probably want to go to New Orleans, I would say, right?
Get thrown up on.
Try to avoid being stabbed. Yeah.
Right.
Why not? All right. It's time for
Your Team's a Dumpster Fire. At least those bandages will keep you warm. Those lucky devils in comas don't have to watch this shit show anymore. You fired your medical staff into the sun, but it was just too late. It proves the chance of a championship will always be second rate.
All right, well, I'll stop it early because I'm not as good at singing as Chris. The 49ers, oh my goodness me. They lose to the Jaguars. I was just waiting. I was waiting with bated breath for the mic text to start pouring in. It didn't come to the very, very end of the game.
I spent the entire weekend camping with my son. It was fantastic.
There you go.
We didn't even think about football. We didn't even think about it.
I didn't have cell reception anyway, and I didn't think about football. It was great.
That's beautiful.
It was like a 7 p.m. message that said, I hate this.
No.
I think it was I hate football. I think that's what
I think it was just I hate football. Yeah.
I kind of do. It just, this is, again, and there's other games we'll get to this week that are on the same premise. Like, we're going to look back in like 8 weeks at this and be like, how the hell did this happen? How was this the result?
Right.
Very sloppy this week.
There's always, Brock's coming back from injury.
Yep.
The offense is not quite gelling yet. The defense is playing well. Like, it's not like Jacksonville put up 100 points. I think it was 28.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Jacksonville defense forced 4 turnovers. That was the difference in this game.
Yeah. So the offense is sloppy right now. They need to pull that together. And Shanahan needs to get his head out of his ass.
Is it the offensive line? Is the offensive line a problem here?
It's not great.
I mean, we saw Mac Jones literally like a defeated gladiator with his jersey ripped off the week before.
But that's also Mac Jones. Look, I think the offensive line was the other place in the offseason where I said to you guys, like, they have some decisions to make going forward, and they basically said, they slammed a Red Bull and yelled "Woo defense," and
they're kicking the can down the road on offensive line here.
They are, and I think it might bite them in the ass. But oh well, it's 1 week.
What about the end of the game when Duval got in a fight with Robert Saleh? That was pretty funny.
That was hysterical.
Yelling at each other over sign stealing, like. This isn't baseball. What are you talking?
I'm still not quite understanding what.
I don't understand it. Yeah. Saleh yelled at Duval. I'm calling him Duval.
Yeah.
And then he yelled back and had to be held back, and nothing really came out.
Fight with Salah, by the way.
No, I
He looks
wouldn't
like he
either.
could kill you.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
No.
The one thing about this Jags coach, though, he got hired. He looked like Adam Gase on the Smelling Salts. He said the stupid Duval. Ever since then, he's been kind of a feisty guy, yelling at his own quarterback during the game, yelling at Robert Saleh. Like he's a little Nick Sirianni-ish, which I didn't expect. Who also was annoying, yelling, talking shit. Nick Sirianni was back, by the way. We forgot to bring that up.
Are the Jags not terrible?
I don't think they are. I think they're
terrible.
actually, yeah. I mean, I think they have a chance to win that. I think they have a good chance to win that division. I'm not sold on the Colts, but I don't know. Jags seem like they kind of got something going on.
Their defense is. Why is their defense so good?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they've been terrible for years. What happened? I don't think they added anybody that like Travis Hunter's not playing cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
He plays like 6 plays a game on defense.
Travis Etienne suddenly remembered how to play football. That helps.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's back. I don't know what happened there, but
I feel like the Niners at the beginning of the season, they're like, "Oh, please, sweet baby Jesus, please just have Christian McCaffrey stay healthy," and then like somewhere a monkey paw just twisted. So
yeah.
It's like, okay, we'll give you that one.
Right. Yeah.
You can have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We've got our first ever of all time triple category. We've never had a triple before. It's It's Laybar and it's McConkey all in one.
Oh my God!
It's the crossover fans have been dying for.
What is this? A crossover?
McConkey investigates Laybar. What happened here?
Oh, I have a great McConkey episode this week.
Does he investigate Laybar? I would love that.
It does not have a Laybar in it.
Oh.
All right, so this week's McConkey. When a bank gets robbed by men arriving in an ambulance, one of their masks slips, and a young woman who apparently passed a counterfeit bill sees him, but fails to pick out his mugshot. She's identified as a gypsy, and her family is involved in various scams. She contacts the bank robbers and recruits them to rob 6 banks in one day. And McConkey pretends to see the future while interrogating the gypsy and takes the gypsy in for questioning. Meanwhile, her ingenious plan goes into operation without her. The family plans to cut her out, but she has other ideas, maybe even letting the police in on if she gets immunity. And she has reasons that surprises even McConkey.
Oh, that's so good.
The gypsy is played by Linda Ronstadt.
Yes.
Does she sing at any point?
And a walk-off! After that. Oh, my God.
Gotta have her sing, right? Like if you it's like low-hanging fruit. Like she's got to sing the ending or something.
When you said a gypsy, I almost exploded.
Yeah, the gypsy. That's great.
A gypsy.
But that's also kind of on brand with like the 70s.
It is. It's so perfect.
Right.
You're too good at this.
Magical. He probably comes
He
in like
pretends to know the future.
Cart, you know?
Oh my God. McConkey has not been good. McConkey had one catch.
This year, yeah.
He had one catch. He's really struggling here. Come on, McConkey, get it
That's
together.
all right. He'll turn it around. We know he will.
Jackson Dart played. Jackson Dart ran in a touchdown. He didn't do much else.
Doesn't matter.
Drew's take on Jackson Dart is he's going to be the new John Starks. Put his body on the line. Possessed and undeserved arrogance. Look at the chain around his neck. Fans will love his grit and toughness and irrationally forgive him when he inevitably screws the team in some unthinkable fashion. I don't know what the quarterback equivalent of allowing Michael Jordan to run through rough shot on you is, but Dart is headed straight for it. That's
Starts
probably
for
it.
3. Brick.
My God.
Yes.
His game 7 NBA Finals, John Starks. Oh my God. Well, Dart, he didn't throw for a lot of yards, but he did run and he did have them cooked up, and he's a yeller. He likes to run around and yell. He is like John Starks.
I mean,
Laybar. I've never seen Daboll so happy since he took the job at the Giants.
Yep. Good for him. Honestly, good for the whole Giants fans. Like this is something to at least feel, positive about. I don't know how long it's going to last. I really don't, but this is a good moment for them. They needed this.
It's a big win over Mike's Chargers.
Yeah, and the Chargers are good, so this is a big deal. So
the Chargers also lost their other tackle, Joe Alt.
Yeah,
so that's not good. That's not good either.
They're the Harbaughs are like following suit.
Yeah.
They're like,
But-
one is copying the other now.
Amari Hampton had a real nice game. He looked real good
Yep.
in this, so maybe there's something there. But
Yeah, who needs a good O line, right?
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what Dart can bring. I guess Cam Scattaboo effective.
Scattaboo.
He's more athletic than I think anyone thought because he did a backflip in the end zone too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect.
I just think
that.
he forgets every game he plays in because of the massive concussions he probably gets every game.
Yeah, that he's running into the wall.
Yeah.
A lot.
He sure is.
And Dayball thinks he saved his job. What he's partying at Lay Bar. He's for sure got Tina there. He's got the jet skis ready to go. They're
kamikazes
just
left and right.
He's having Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, he's gonna forget all the bad times.
He told the bartender, "Hey, not domestic. We're going imported this week.
Oh, we're doing Miller High Life.
Doing Labatt's,
the champagne of beers.
It's the champagne of beer.
Oh my god!
Good
all
for
right,
him. I like the Giants when they're like happy.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, they've been so down for so long.
Right,
but
exactly.
Enjoy this, I guess. It's a big win. It is a big win against a good team. So that hasn't happened in forever. Can't remember the last time the Giants beat a real team. So good on you, Giants fans. Next category. Hey guys, the Dolphins are still around. Hey, you remember the Dolphins? They won a game. They beat Mark's Jets. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's not going well for Mark's Jets.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
It's not going well. The Jets are 0-4. Where was the sense of urgency from the Jets in this game?
They turned it on at the end, right? They had a
Where
chance.
was that the entire game, right?
Right, exactly.
They had two nice possessions in a row at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that in the first half?
I thought their first possession was good. I thought that they got a field goal on it, but I thought they marched down the field with confidence and we had some good
anytime you fumble in you fumble on the 1 yard line and then they fumbled again right after that. I mean, those are killers. I get it, but there was no urgency or anything. Like Fields wasn't even running until the basically the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there.
I like to think that Aaron Glenn is learning on the job because I do like him as a coach, but they got to start showing some improvement here, like pretty quick. And they play the Cowboys, I think, this week, so that's not optimal.
They can't stop. They should be able to have a better defense.
Yeah,
you thought
Garrett
they would.
Wilson said it's a must-win. Like they got to win this game. So
yeah, I mean, talk about like some of those draft picks that Sauce Gardner. Has that guy been good at all the entire time he's been in the NFL? I don't even know. It's hard to evaluate.
Those two tackles, both I think once again are physically talented, but they're just so young and they're getting beat off stunts and blitzes. They're not picking them up, and a lot of that is just not knowing where you're supposed to be. So you hope they correct it.
They should be able to run the ball better.
They did. They had like 95 yards with Breece Hall. Breece Hall had like 95 yards. It wasn't bad. It doesn't matter. It's just that's the problem.
I guess. All right. Well, Mark's Jets. I think that for the first time, your prediction is not going to come true here.
We'll see.
There's still time. All right. The category that's become taking all the rage is called Other, which means that we really don't give a shit. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals.
Move on.
Is there anything to say here?
Yeah. Oh, no, there is.
The uniforms? You want to talk about the uniforms?
Yeah, right. The Cardinals uniforms, right.
The splatter paint?
I thought I would have liked I saw those when they got released, and I love them. I thought that looked cool as shit. And then I saw them in practice. I'm like, ew, this is horrible. And kind of the same thing.
I love a splatter paint. I love a splatter paint. It should have been good.
I thought the Dolphins uniform, once again, on paper, when I just saw it, I thought that looked good. And then I saw it in practice. I'm like, I don't like this either. So.
Yeah, I mean,
the Bills are wearing theirs on Sunday Night Football.
Splatter paint or just white? Just the white.
It's like a they call them the cold front uniforms, which is funny because it's going to be like 80 degrees that day. But it's like white with like frost and ice and shit on it. So
okay, well, maybe those will work out.
I don't know.
I just want them to wear the red helmet. I'm excited for the red helmet.
They are against the Jets in the last week of the season, which. I hope you like Mitch Trubisky in it because that might be all you're seeing.
Yeah, I don't love that. I wish it was earlier, but I guess it's the last home game, right? So that's why they're doing it.
Last regular season. Hopefully there's playoff.
Right. I'm sure there will be. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. I don't know. The Seahawks good or are they not good? I still don't know.
They are 9-8.
Yeah. Cardinals are not good.
Nope.
The Falcons bounce back and destroy the Commanders out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's weird.
And all the players we made fun of last week are great this week.
Yep. Yeah, and now they're on a bye. They can kind of like rest up a little bit. But
Drake London was awesome. Kyle Pitts was awesome. Where has he been for years? Bijan was good. The only thing, there was no Jaden Daniels in this game. He was still hurt.
Right. That's a big one. And also, like, this is not the week you want your bye, and this is what they're getting because they are
too early. Yeah.
Well, it's too early, and they have a lot of momentum coming off that win. And now they have to just sit there, and you can't capitalize on it. So,
yeah, when you can't capitalize on inertia, it's always a bad sign.
Inertia. Next week after the bye they'll get skunked again. Probably watch. I can't figure them out. All right, there's one more. It's the Lions killing the Browns. So the Browns are who we thought they were.
And the Lions
are who we didn't think they were. They're good again. So. And the defense of the Browns did not matter in this game at one bit.
Nope. I do love Campbell running up the score against bad teams.
He does not care. He does not care.
Always funny.
Especially if you talk shit. If anyone talks any type of shit of any kind to the Lions, he will run it up for sure.
Yep.
He'll score 50 on you, no doubt.
Yep.
This was a light 34. This is a light bruising. This was not his usual fodder.
Nope.
But yeah, that Browns defense was supposed to be real, real good, and they could not stop the Lions at all. We have one more category. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I feel like the Browns are going to sneak a win against the Steelers and the Ravens at some point this
year.
year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Got that feel that they're going to upset one of those two.
Yeah, I think who are they going against? Somebody. Ravens, maybe? I forget now, but they have an interesting matchup, I think, this week. All right, the last category is the category ass. Because the Texans shut out the Titans.
Gross.
It was ugly. The Titans relieved their head coach, or he relieved himself of play calling duties, and then they scored 0 points. Then Cam Ward, who I like, had a press conference where he said, "We are ass. I suck. The offensive line sucks. The defensive line sucks. The coaching sucks. We all suck. Can't get much worse."
He ain't wrong.
And I love him even more.
Yep.
We are ass.
Great. We ass. Yeah.
I think it was just we ass. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
two
we
words.
Yeah,
we ass. We need to get Killigreg a shirt that just says we ass in Titans colors.
Yep. I feel like Killigreg would probably really, like, his opinion of Cam Ward probably skyrocketed after that.
We ass. I felt bad for him because he had his nice little outdoor setup with his 10 and his TV that he sent us, and then he had to watch that drivel. Oh, my God.
I think Callahan's the first coach fired now.
He's got to go. I said it last week.
Yeah, he's got to go.
You weren't sure about it. I got some pushback on that, but I think he's bad.
It's over. It's Jover.
What if they fire him and then promote his dad because his dad wasn't head coach? That would be very funny. Funniest outcome: dad replaces son as interim coach. All right, nothing else to say really there. The other game is ass. Is the Broncos and Bengals. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Speaking of Jover. Speaking of it's Jover.
Shit.
Yeah.
Absolute shit. There is one plague floating around online. I don't know if you've seen it. Behind the line of scrimmage where there's a 3-man rush from the Broncos and they can't block it.
Yep.
3 Bengals. Have you seen this? 3 Bengals go forward and block one dude, and then 2 tackles are one-on-one. They both get beat. Sandwich on Jake Browning. Sack.
It's horrible.
You can't get worse than that.
No, this Bengals team this team is just primed for
cooked.
a fire sale. And I don't know, man. Like, is Joe Burrow the best player in NFL history?
Yeah, he might be.
Like,
he's able to overcome all of this.
Yeah, right.
They listed his injuries since he joined the NFL. It was insane. It was like a Tyreek Hill rap sheet.
I told you, man, like
several pages.
Tua gets all the slack for being injured. Burrow's hurt more than he is.
He's always hurt. Always hurt. And because of the blocking.
Yeah,
That
right.
blocking is horrible.
Right. And even if you start now, it's almost impossible to rebuild an entire O-line in one offseason. Like, it usually takes at least 2 or 3. So he's going to get the shit kicked out of him next year, too.
They're not going to be able to do it. And the Texans, you love this. The Texans' offensive line stinks, right?
Yeah.
We've said they stink. They didn't do anything to fix the offensive line. Well, guess what? They traded Cam Robinson, the other guy.
The only other one who's competent.
The only other one you know the name of. They traded him away.
This is weird. Houston, there's something going on with Houston. Like, I really mean this. There's something going on behind the scenes, I think, with the coach and Stroud. There's something weird going on there. I'm very curious to see how this continues to play out.
Keep an eye on that. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. All right. That's all the categories. We've got segments now. Mm-hmm. And Stripe Spiral was sent in by Drew, so let me get that fired up for you. We started with 136 undefeated teams after 5 weeks, 6 counting week 0. We're down to 20. Most of them are the usual suspects, but don't forget about such luminary football powerhouses as Maryland, Vanderbilt, the House of Brom, and North Texas. Which of those are your team, Mark, that you've always supported?
Well, the U is the team I've always supported from day one because they are undefeated. But if I have to pick out of those, it's going to be Vandy.
Right. 4 teams that are left are winless: Sam Houston State, UMass, Oregon State, and UCLA. Wow.
Oh, my God.
UCLA's ass and themselves.
They ass.
They ass. The Big Ten isn't that deep, despite what Kurt Cignetti says. God bless Iowa football. Even in the loss, Iowa's quarterback had a perfect running line, 8 carries, 7 yards, 1 touchdown. Kirk Ferentz owns recruiting in the breadbasket of America.
Listen,
James
the NFL
Franklin,
loves that man.
They do. Yeah. He produces lots of
hog linemen and tight ends, man. That's
lots of hog mollies.
Yep.
James Franklin may well be cursed, but we saw that coming, didn't we? The SEC has a bunch of good teams that will eat each other like always. The Big 12 has a bunch of average teams that will eat each other like always. The ACC, oh boy. What the hell is this conference? If you're a pessimist, Clemson is a tire fire. FSU choked badly. SMU was a playoff darling, and now they're 2-2. The grand North Carolina experiment is clinically dead. If you're an optimist, Miami is good. Georgia Tech is pretty good. It would be nice if they won a game without causing 10 cardiac events. This guy's on fire. And maybe there's a changing of the guard, and Louisville and Virginia and Duke are starting to turn it around. Winners do not get washed. Winners do not get washed. We are dirty at Syracuse University. We are dirty. That was an awful game. 38-3. Good Lord. Terrible. By Duke. Duke University.
Duke University.
Game balls. Oh, okay, that's later. Game balls are later. All right, time for a football. Woo.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not of intelligence and morality, but of stupidity and hubris, a journey into a hellscape whose boundaries are the limits of human depravity. That's a fallen goalpost up ahead. Your next stop, Football Fubar.
Yes, Mark, it's Football Fubar time. You teased us earlier.
And I was all ready going into this week to induct another product because I found a website that has a whole list of failed NFL sponsored products, and some of them are hysterical. So it was basically written up. I was ready to do this. And then fate intervened over the weekend. And we had a man who saw the tarnished crown of football terrorist and decided to place it upon his head.
Oh my God.
So Adonai Mitchell, congratulations. You are going into Football Fubar. Now, what's funny is obviously this weekend happened. There's a lot, though, on this. There's a lot of meat on this.
He dropped in the draft. We know he dropped in the draft.
Right. So there's a little background on him. He was a 3-star wide receiver recruit, came out of Nashville, Tennessee, was offered the deals to Tennessee and Texas. He did enroll, though, at Georgia, who offered him a late scholarship. where he just kind of languished. He really didn't do anything. He was behind much better receivers. Did win back-to-back national championships, but didn't really. I think the most yards he had in a single season at Georgia was 300. It was not a lot. So he didn't see really a way to get to the top of Georgia, so he transferred to Texas. Texas made him a starter at training camp, and he did pretty good. He did about 845 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was paired with Xavier Worthy, and he was a great compliment because Worthy was super fast, and he is kind of the bigger, out-muscly type of receiver. He declared for the draft after the season, and if you were to project him just based on physical traits, he would have gone in the first round. But those old pesky off-the-field habits started to make their way known, and it particularly became known at the Combine. Turns out, Mitchell doesn't like going to meetings or studying film or listening to his coaches. So at the Combine, word began circulating that he had missed a majority of his team meetings, and the ones he did attend, he would frequently talk over the coaches, and he would also throw his former teammates under the bus when they'd show him like a play. He'd be like, oh, my all-lineman didn't block, or like, my quarterback couldn't get me the ball on that one. One team said that, quote, we loved his film, but his interview was terrible. And another one said that there was, quote, huge character concerns after speaking with him. Mitchell would later claim, however, and this I had no idea about, that his poor performances at the Combine with these interviews was because of his diabetes.
What?
So Mitchell got diagnosed at 16. He has type 1 diabetes. Okay.
What?
He apparently doesn't take care of his blood sugar, and all of his college teammates and coaches knew this. So, which is weird because you need that to live. So you'd figure you'd want to take care of that on yourself, but he apparently doesn't. He eats poorly. He doesn't eat enough, or he doesn't take his insulin. This is like a regular occurrence with him.
What?
When this happens, he becomes like ornery, short-tempered, combative, which is what happened at the Combine.
Yes.
And once again, though, that's his excuse. But the Combine lasted 5 days. You had to have taken your insulin within 5 days, or you would have died, right? It can't explain everything. After the draft, he did slip in the draft. He went in the middle second round. And after the draft, an anonymous team's draft report on Mitchell got leaked, and it read in part, and this is good. When his blood sugar's off, he's rude, he's abrasive, he doesn't pay attention. It's why you get really, really shitty character reports coming out of Georgia and Texas about him. But when his stuff is normal and they get him food at lunchtime, he's out of practice. High energy, best practice player, loves football. The worry is if he's not mature enough to handle his diabetes correctly, how's he going to be mature enough to learn plays? Valid point.
Mitchell.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
I mean, I agree with that. It does seem a little weird. You want to take care of yourself. Mitchell went in the middle of the second round. Last year, the team pretty much realized there was issues in camp, not just
they
with
didn't even use him, right?
Not listening, right. He shied away from contact during training camp. He dropped a lot of catchable balls. He only put up 300 yards, minimal touchdowns. Cornerbacks knew to bully him, and it worked. And then this weekend happened. So as we talked about, dropped that touchdown. That was horrible. The holding play was egregious. He basically just yanked the guy down to the ground. So football terrorist 2.0, we salute you. May your blood sugar always be balanced, and may you continue to make hilarious plays on the field. So welcome to Football Fubar.
I am a diabetic, so none of this makes any sense to me.
Yeah, it was
because if you don't regulate your stuff, you feel like absolute shit. Also, there's tools you can literally strap to yourself that tell you your blood sugar 24 hours a day. I've had one before.
He's Adenoid Mitchell. He doesn't need that.
It tells you, it beeps on your phone and says, hey, you need to eat or not eat, or you need your insulin. Jesus Christ.
He also had that ready to go. He knew that people were going to be like, yo, you sucked the interview. Why? So he knew, he's like, oh, because I'm diabetic.
Why? Okay. Then why did you not go in and say, it's been a problem for me in the past. I'm trying to fix this. Get in front of it. At least be like, listen, this is why you're hearing this stuff, and I can corroborate it.
Yeah.
And I honestly, if you don't take care of it, you do become ornery and you can't focus. So I'm not surprised.
I've been around somebody whose blood sugar got shockingly low. I've told this story.
Yeah.
It was at the New York City Comic-Con.
Yes.
And that was scary. That was
terrifying.
It
can be weird. You gotta start acting a fool. Yeah.
Right. And that was one day. That's why I can't believe okay, so for 5 days you didn't take your insulin?
I mean, that's nuts because if you're on insulin and you have type 1, you got to take that shit every day. You have to take it during you just have to.
You're gonna die. You will die. So
Yeah, you
I don't
will
know.
die. Don't
It
die.
strikes me this is a very immature person. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, I mean, if
taking
you just
care of
eat
my
whatever you
life-threatening
want,
disease, right?
he's a professional athlete too. Like, come on.
What an
Good
idiot.
Lord. I feel bad for him, but jeez.
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
All right, Mike, you got a dip of the week?
The
Or
49ers
donut.
offensive line.
Do you have a donut of the week? Sponsored by?
Sponsored by the Washboard Donut Shop in Tupper Lake, New York. We're not actually sponsored by them, but we would take it because it's a great place. You can do your laundry and have a donut.
I do like the.
That
the
is an awesome
multitasking.
idea.
It's a great mix. It really is.
Don't give the address to Adonai Mitchell. 'Cause he's not going to be able to have those.
Or he will.
Or he will, and then there'll be problems.
Knock 'em.
Oh, God. I'll have 10.
Yeah.
All right. Sad boy boat. Sad boy boat. We've got 3. We can put 3 or 4. I don't know. Got a sad boy boat, Mr. Megastar Mark, for this week.
I mean, I was gonna say Tyreek Hill, but he seemed very happy. That he
He's
never-
not sad at all.
Yeah, right.
Can't wait to be home.
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely on the sad boy boat. Mr. Mike, you have any sad boy candidates other than the 49ers training staff?
Lad McConkey.
Oh
yeah, the real McConkey. Oh boy,
the real McConkey.
he's like he's at POW level right at this point.
Mm.
He's been captured. If the episode's reflected, the gypsy put him in prison. The gypsy,
the Linda Ronstadt gypsy. Like I said, in my mind, she comes into like downtown LA in a cart. Like that's
yes. All right, my sad boy boat could either be the Syracuse Universities or this man, Steelers backup quarterback, Skylar Thompson, who was mugged in Ireland.
That's crazy.
And the Irish love the Steelers. They were cheering their asses off for the Steelers, and they still mugged their guy.
Wow.
Poor Skylar. All right, other side of the coin, game balls. Who are you giving a game ball to, Mr. Mike?
Come back to me.
Okay, Mark, game ball.
I mean, Jackson Dart totally turned the Giants around, baby.
Wow. Drew said game ball to the Cincinnati Reds for not giving up when they look up the wild card standings and saw it was the Mets that they had to catch. Congratulations to the Reds. Inertia. The Reds are on right now. They're playing the Dodgers. Congratulations, you get to play the Dodgers.
I am giving a game ball to myself for not giving up on the Red Sox this season like I normally do because the owners finally spent a little bit of money intelligently and they're now up 1-0 on the Yankees.
Yeah, you've been very positive for the Sox. So.
That playoff series is over. Mark it down. They will win tomorrow night, and that will be that. As a Yankee fan, that's going to happen.
From your lips to God's ears.
Yeah, it's going to happen. My game ball goes to, I don't know his name. I need to find out his name. I'm so sorry. The guy on Alabama who caught that pass. Did you see this?
Yeah,
Alabama throws a swing pass to a big man on the outside who rumbles for a first down. I loved it. And there's a bunch of stories about how this guy was like, he needed to make weight and he was going to get some, special thing if he made weight, and he did. And this was part of his celebration that he got to catch a pass in a game. He ran for a first down, and even Kirk Herbstreit was real good on this call where he's like, I feel bad for those cornerbacks because there was no chance they were taking that guy down, and he was moving well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loved it. Game ball to that guy from Alabama, and they won. So Wild Hogs Ride Again update. Oh my god, Killer Greg just stomped me. I am 0-4. My season is over. What about you guys?
Devin arcaned Mr. Mike.
Oh, no.
It's been a good week for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I going into this week, the game yesterday, I had Arcane and I had Garrett Wilson. So
he got Archained or whatever he calls himself. I don't know what Drew did. I'm sure he did fine. Time for plugs. Bloody Good Music. Drew's blog. You can go find it. Chris writes a lot on there. Go find it. TGIF podcast. There's a new one out. It's about another section of episodes that we haven't seen before, and it has, oh boy, it has Greg being Greg. I don't know how to describe this.
Yeah, the clip is great.
We were discussing. Yeah, I should just post it here. But we were discussing. There's an episode where two older women move in together with their children, and we were discussing if they maybe fell in love or not, and if they did, what profession would be most likely to have two women fall in love with each other. And Greg,
without hesitation,
just hit a grand slam home run on his. After we made fun of him, and he made fun of himself for putting thought into something like this, he nailed.
Yeah.
With some sort of horse trainer.
Some sort of horse trainer.
That was the quote. Some sort of horse trainer, I assume. Oh my god.
And you just imagine two women on each side of a horse brushing it and then locking eyes over the horse. Yeah. That was amazing.
That is stunningly accurate.
Oh, it was. That's right. It was perfect. It was
unbelievable. But there was like a 6-minute lead up where he's like, I don't know what it could be. Who would have put thought into this? You did, Greg. You did. That episode's hilarious. So check that out. We're gonna start moving some of our older archives onto YouTube so that they're safe.
I saw you sound.
Yeah. So we can clear out some room for the next set of episodes. So.
Oh, I forgot.
Go listen to the old ones. All the old ones are on there, audio versions.
I forgot another MVP, Xbox.
Are you? Did we almost forget?
We almost forgot to invoke the spirit.
Xbox!
Think you can tell us what I'm a nice man.
Okay, student of the week, we got one?
The gods have been appeased. No, in fact, I have anti-students of the week this week.
Oh.
I had to be out yesterday, and I got less than glowing reports.
Oh, shit. Really?
Wait, so when you're there, they're behaving, and when you're gone, they're not?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Wow.
You're a taskmaster. I've always said that about you.
It might go Genghis Khan.
Whoa, that bad, huh? Okay.
We may sow the earth with salt so nothing grows there again.
Yeah. Is that going to happen tomorrow for these students, or is you?
I'm letting them stew. They don't know what's going on yet.
That's terrifying. That's even worse.
So like, are you gonna yell at us?
Yeah, they know it's coming.
I like it. Good tactic. Good tactic. Well, I can't wait for the update on this next week.
For those of you who are not watching the video feed, I just stared menacingly at the screen.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in that class. I wasn't even misbehaving.
That's a pretty good look.
Yeah.
Wow. I got to get out of here. All right. It's time to go. I'm afraid.
Those kids ass.
They ass. We ass. Get that shirt for Killer Greg. We need a we ass shirt. All right. Oh boy. All right. We're done here. We'll see you in week 5. Peace out. See you next time.
May McConkey's gypsy keep you safe.